blunt truth, this is probably going to shock you a little bit, but the blunt truth is, on average, we all live for around about 27,700 days. Now, 27, might as well say 28,000 days. It sounds like a long time. But think again, it's actually not as long as we think it is. 27,700 days is less than 4,000 weeks. So the average person lives for around about 4,000 weeks. And we spend the first 1,000, 0 to 20, as a child or as a teenager. Now the second 1,000 is gone before you know it, between the ages of 21 and 40. That's where we yahoo and go to parties and all that kind of stuff, and then start taking our careers a bit more seriously, perhaps in our 30s, etc, etc. But before we know it, it's gone. Now, as a child, time seems to go slowly, but as we age, time appears to speed up. Now, just look back across your own life and think how quickly the years have flown by. But as an adult, in my 40s, time is absolutely screaming past. And here's the thing. At the beginning of the third 1,000, we suddenly realise that our life is half gone. And that if we want to become successful in business or whatever it is that we are doing, we need to get moving. Because time is rapidly running out on us. What seemed to take forever as a child to get to our 20s is suddenly all gone. The fourth 1,000, or the final stage, is that we finish off what we started. So 61 to 80. Yeah, some people live well past 80, some people don't. Some people don't even make 80. So on average we live around 4,000 weeks. Sounds pretty scary, doesn't it, really? When you break it down, 4,000 weeks is not a lot of time. Every week that ticks past is another one of those 4,000 weeks gone, and it's gone forever. No matter what you do, you cannot get that time back. And here's the real important part. This is probably where most of us are right now. Most people watching this video are probably in this age group. Some of you will be in this age group here, but probably getting close to here, to the 40-year-old mark. Now this is where things get even less comfortable. 80 years old, in fact, is not 4,000 weeks. It's actually only 3,952 or thereabouts. Which means that somewhere along the line we actually lose almost another whole year. Now, blunt truth, that is designed to shock you, and I hope that that has shocked you, particularly if you're in this age group here, the 41 to 60 year old age group, because before we know it, we're going to be 61 into our 80s. We need to get moving. We need to stop living a copy and paste life. We need to make a big difference, whether it's with our personal life or with our business life. We need to get moving and leverage ourselves and stop spending time with people that simply are wasting our time. We need to have good, solid marketing strategies for our business that work and produce the results for us that we want and need. You can see that your life is literally melting away right before your very eyes. And whether you do my program or whether you do your own thing doesn't matter. It makes no difference to me. The fact remains is we all only get around 4,000 weeks. And we have to make that time count before it's all gone. Now, what I've talked about in these videos has really only skimmed the surface. The great news is that I can actually offer you a shortcut. You'll remember earlier on that I spoke about fishing in a particular lake and how I tried it on and off for years and wasn't successful in doing so. We caught a handful of trout over a number of years. What I eventually did and should have done in the first instance was ring up my old buddy that lives over there, who took me out fishing one afternoon, and you can see the result right there. Remember also that I spoke about the easy way or the hard way to learn business, and the easy and hard way to do business, and that you have a decision to make. Well, now you have another decision to make. Do you watch the next video where I show you the easy way, or do you go about doing things your own way, or the way you always have done things? Look, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter to me whether you use my stuff, whether you use somebody else's stuff, or whether you go ahead and do your own thing. Time is not going to stand still and wait for anybody while we work it out. It took me a decade to work out what I've been talking about in these videos. And as I mentioned, I've barely had time to scratch the surface. So if you've got all the time in the world, please and by all means go and work out your own stuff. If time is more important to you, then I highly recommend that you watch the next video, which I'll send you in a few days. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to develop your own set of systems and marketing strategies. Now, it will still take you a long time. It will probably still take you years to get this right. If you've got time, I'm going to show you how you can do it for yourself. And this is a bit of added value that I'm going to give away in the next video. If, however, time is more precious to you, I have a set of pre-done modules containing step-by-step systems and marketing strategies. Marketing strategies that are the golden thread woven through every module. Now, these aren't generic, these are a step-by-step process. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. These are the actual systems that contain the marketing strategies that I used for my own business, written into step-by-step systems modules. So again, you have a choice to make, the hard way or the easy way.